Non-American people, what's a thing that you don't understand about America? How you have to share a room with some complete rondo when you go to college. How much cereal selection you have. Why is that one Kansas, but the other one is not Arkansas? America, explain. What do you mean it's Arkansas? Why they make you calculate your own taxes, if they know what you owe at? Why taxes not included in the price tag? I'm English. Was born with cerebral palsy. I can walk but with a very noticeable limp. I came to America to visit friends who moved here. Everyone was so friendly. Hardly anyone commented on me disability. If they did, it was just polite questions. Not making fun of me. I loved it here. So much so I've been here for 23 years. For all of America's faults in recent years, the people here are just way more accepting of people in general. The tipping culture is so foreign to me. I would be so scared to make a mistake or not tipping enough if I ever go to America. Because it's not something which is common here in Denmark. My mom is from Moscow during the Soviet era, and she is confused why there is no teacher-student hierarchy. She thinks it's weird when teachers participate in school plays or speak to students informally. She also does not get pajama day. To her, it's just the weirdest thing in the world. In Russia, there is an important distinction between clothes for home and clothes for outside. They have a concept of home clothes, like your cozy or ugly clothes, that you are supposed to change into after school or work. At bedtime, you change out of your home clothes into pajamas. As a result, pajamas, for both adults and children, are considered extra private in Russia. My mom perceives pajama day as something extreme, like wearing only undergarments to school. That's how private pajamas are considered to be in Russia. Why do public restrooms include a small opening between the doors that allows passers-by to see you when you're taking a piss? I went into a video store in San Francisco about 6 years ago and asked for the Australian film section, which of course didn't exist, but the dude working there was super friendly and let me talk to him about Aussie films for tens of minutes. I guess I was homesick. He really made me feel welcome. I walked out at least an inch taller. The culture of just talking to people, strangers you don't know, and just up and start a conversation with them or join a conversation. I am British, and we go through great lengths to not talk to people, let alone opening up and pouring our hearts out to a random person. I was surprised how friendly Americans are in general, and the willingness to help with accurate directions. My BF is non-American and he says it's the ability to get food at any hour. How hospitable Americans are. They get a bad rap internationally for being arrogant, rude. However, after spending a significant amount of time over there working and traveling, I've found it to be the complete opposite. I spent a semester in the Midwest when I was in high school and it honestly changed my life. Back at home I was weird. I was too much. I always felt the need to be defensive because the culture at my home country was very critical of anything that was creative or questioned the status quo. But as soon as I got to my new high school in the US, I started making friends left and right. I felt relaxed. I could be myself, and my out-of-the-box qualities were the ones my teammates loved and appreciated about me. I joined a sport. It was the first time I ever felt content with myself and happy with my life, since back at home I was bullied and emotionally, sometimes physically, abused by my own family and classmates, and I was like, oh, happiness is possible for me. I had to go back home for another year and a half, and armed with the new self-confidence I didn't suffer as much anymore, but I still ended up coming back to the US to finish high school, and I've been here ever since. Single quote. I always say that my Midwestern city feels more like home to me than my old country ever did. People are very kind and non-judgmental. You can go to the grocery store in pajamas and nobody bats an eye. You can wear any outfit you feel like wearing and you can have whichever interest. People are supportive. The only way Americans will hate you is if you're rude and inconsiderate to others. Or don't hold doors open for the people behind you. There's not as much, if any, visual sexual harassment, and I don't constantly fear for my safety as much as I used to in my home country. I don't know how other cultures are, but I sure do love American people. I went to USA as an exchange student. Loved how the teenagers were so open-minded and the people were really nice. I do not understand why Americans are portrayed to be very racist and discriminating in most news or media around the world. I got to work for a couple of months in DC, and prior to arriving, I was expecting to be racially discriminated against. I'm Asian. Because of the things I see on the news, I was blown away by just how friendly and accepting the people are in general. Folks would just be striking random conversations with me while I'm crossing the street and wishing me a good day. Even if I spoke with an accent, people didn't mind and just talked to me as if they were speaking to another American. In all honesty, I felt more accepted by Americans as compared to fellow Asians when I visited Japan, Hong Kong, Korea, or Thailand. And off topic, but the original Chick-fil-A sauce is seriously delicious. I took a couple of bottles home because they were so good. Aussie here. People complain that Americans are too loud, but that can actually sometimes be a good thing. There's been so many times when someone is being annoying in public, but nobody here says anything because we don't want to start a scene. I feel like an American would just tell the annoying person to shut up and actually fix the situation. Aussie here. Everyone has always been extremely polite and friendly to me each time I've been there. Literally everyone I met treated me like a long-lost friend, and my God, if you've never tried an American burger and milkshake, make it your first priority upon arrival. And don't get me started on Texas barbecue.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.